Good morning, Internet. It's Friday, November 11th. As I speak, Kherson is being liberated. The midterm results are looking good, and Twitter is Twitter, but you know why you clicked on this roughly 4-minute video. Number 10. So I'm judging these based off of three qualities: the technique, the feeling, the narrative, the process of how it was captured, how it makes me feel, and the story of the image itself. Starting off with this, you may think I'm confused. That's not an image of space, but space, I would argue, includes the surface of Mars, which is what the Perseverance rover captured with the left Mastcam Z camera just last week. I get a Fallout vibe personally from this picture. It's like a sci-fi desert setting without the fi. And in part 2 of our Mars-specific coverage, number 9, from the right Mastcam camera this time, look at that balanced rock on the surface of Mars. Like, I know the James Webb is getting all the press right now, and for good reason, but to quote my favorite new Jeff Wayne cover by Twerp and Dan Avidan, "Chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said." And the chances of these images from the surface of Mars not blowing your socks off is 1,000,000 to 1. I said. Number 8, but you know, the James Webb is cool, and this little fellow, approximately 2,500 light years away, the Southern Ring Nebula, has been spewing out rings of dust and gas concentrated in blue, with the James Webb revealing a cloak of dust in red along the edges, with the NIRCam allowing us to see wavelengths farther than our human eyes are capable, and the mid-infrared instrument which allows us to see deeper into farther wavelengths, resulting in images like this. Good lord, what is happening in there? Aurora Borealis, at this time of year in this part of the galaxy, localized entirely and shot from above the Indian Ocean northeast of the French southern and Antarctic lands. Number 6, okay, Hubble needs some love, and these so-called angel wings showing galaxies symmetrically aligned smashing together in the VV689 system reminds us that the Hubble is not strictly inferior to the James Webb, and as a duo, they are beautiful. Number 5, I feel like amateur astrophotography can get somewhat lost in the shuffle, so let's go with something recent and point to James McCarthy, great Twitter to follow as the Elon Musk Titanic sinks by the way, who used 2 telescopes to capture lunar surface detail and tones from Earth's shadow respectively, resulting in a lunar eclipse shot that demands to be zoomed in on. Links to all of these, by the way, in the doobly-doo. Number 4, back to James Webb, this small portion of the Carina Nebula from the NIRCam, the beautiful stars, the giant gas cloud on the lower half of the image, rather than a dying star on its dusty gas, this is a giant wave of dust and gas that is forming new stars. From ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Number 3 is cheating, but I actually think it's more beautiful in some ways to see this smaller composite image through NIRCam and MIRI so we can see through that dust gas cloud and see the stars beyond from a new perspective. Number 2, the James Webb Pillars of Creation. This region of the Eagle Nebula speaks for itself. New stars forming like the Carina Nebula shot the columns of gas and dust that give birth to new stars 6,500 light years away. But it feels like it's here, and it's beautiful. And it is. And finally, number 1, I mean, yeah, it's the deep field, the basic choice, but the correct one, and I'm gonna have to oversimplify, but the beautiful stars with the James Webb specific 6 spikes, the galaxy cluster here that 4.6 billion light years away from Earth. As we look into these white spots, it bends, allows us to see further. This is the magnified power of the James Webb that will continue to reveal the universe to us. Admiring the recent progress of astrophotography and space science communication doesn't make me forget about the troubles and otherwise in the world today, but keeping in touch with it feels like honoring that part of ourselves that as children were in awe of the idea of space. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on Friday.